Hello. Hi. How goes it? Welcome to the stream. I'm a little bit more tired today than I am usually. Hello. Hi. It's not because I haven't slept. It's because I was attacked by wasps. Very fun day today has been. Anyway, you're not here for that. You're here for more Ace Attorney, which we're gonna do. Playing more Ace Attorney. Whoa. Sure was. Like some bullshit out of Animal Crossing. It sucked. It sucked really bad. There was apparently like a nest over in some place. I was mowing my lawn today because I was asked to mow the lawn, and just suddenly I'm over behind the shed and I'm just struck by lightning in like little bits all over my body. Like I'm getting like little individual like shots, and before I knew it, I'm fucking being attacked by wasps, and I didn't even see them. I was just running away. Oy, it was awful. Anyway, you're not here for that. You're here for more videos game. I have updated everything. Everything is now up to date, I think. Let me check. Should be, though. Yeah, everything's up to date. We're all gravy. Man, it's hot. Anyway. We're all good. 9 subs, 9 patrons. Yeah, it's because it has to reboot itself every day, because the thing is with this thing is that it has to refresh every time or it's not going to work. So I have to have that just feed in through every now and then, because that's the way I'm using it, because I'm not using Streamlabs. I'm using a bot I use. Anyway, let me boot up the game, so I'm not just wasting time. Sorry. If you like the stream, stick around, hang on, follow, sub, pledge, do whatever you want to do. I run this shindig, and it's nice here. Hope you enjoy. I'm so shocked at the way the case is going. We stopped in a weird spot, but we'll get through a lot more of it today, I think. Hey, how's it going? Edgy's fun. I think he's really, really funny. He's a different kind of funny than Phoenix. They're both pretty dry. But Edgeworth has, like, a little bit more of a bite to him, and I think it's funny. You should get to play as Francisca, though. Also, hi to you. What's poppin'? Okay, everything's looking good. We're all gravy. Okay, let me look at the, yeah, he does pair very well with Franny. Let me look at the tracks photo again. I'm guessing... I'm guessing these tracks are when, Phoenix ran out. And there's no snow on the snowmobile, but there's some... We were actually there that morning? Let's think. Okay. I'm still in, like, a little bit of pain in a couple of places from those stupid wasps things. God, it sucks. I need to ask myself one question, okay? Ah, I see. That is a good point. Why are there only one set of tracks? Looks like they were coming back to be set there. So, what does that mean? Wait, do you mean of snowmobile tracks or of footprints? Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, okay, I thought it'd be that, but nah. Okay. Yeah, I was figuring that. Yeah. Okay, so 7 at 10:50 p.m. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Oh, okay. Whoop, I thought I had to use it there, but nah. Allow me to save scum just a smidgen, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. It takes 15 minutes to walk the Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out my accent. I gotta give me a minute here. I gotta think about Midwestern voice again. After the murder, it stopped snowing. True. So where'd the snow and the snowmobile come from then? It's like a kind of a Canadian accent. Walking a boot. I'm trying to figure it out. Give me a minute. I'll try to find the voice. It'll come to me naturally. I saw the murder around 11 p.m. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks. There's the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk the Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 is in one of those. Okay. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out? Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile. I'm guessing it's here. Let's see. Let's see what I need to use here. The weather data or... No, not the weather data. I'm guessing it's, it's not the weather data there? No, I guess that makes sense. To 10:50 p.m. And she saw the murder at 11. Let's see, if she saw it at 11... and the snow stopped at 10:50... There are some tricks. Don't ya know? I guess maybe that'll work. I have to try to keep that voice in mind. Don't ya know? Alright. Saw the murder around 11 p.m. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks. This indicated that a snowmobile had been used. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stop it. Every 5 minutes. Hey, do you want to get your identity stolen? It's like, no. I'll willingly hand it over when I'm done. Give me a break. Fucking jackasses. Alright, on the last two. Maybe not the last two. Oh. Saves coming. Oh, the track's not crime. Oh, I guess I hit the wrong one. Alright, my bad. There we go, I just hit the wrong one. I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. I finally accepted the inevitable, it seems. Miles Edgeworth. However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks? What do you mean? Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon in the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two tracks in the snow. From those heading out to the bridge, and those from coming back. Ah! You're right! You're forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes a precious contradiction. Now doesn't it? I see. I see. Well, if she was at the snow, or she was at the river, the snow stopped. Leaving just the return tracks in the snow. This is hard to keep track of. What you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth? You're full of theory. This idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks. It's a contradiction in the weather data. The tracks of the river were covered by snow. What a nice thing. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible. I took care to explain. Why there is a root index finger currently pointed in my general direction. I'm trying to keep it fucking consistent. It's hard. Ah, voice acting is hard. No need. The evidence would all the talking for me. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow. There we go. Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime. Like I said, it was around 11. Of course, this means the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. This is a weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report? Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped around 10:50. Therefore, when they sent to witness the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Ah! Alright. Order! Order! Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Kermer's claim has been snowed in. Wah! It's too soon to be closing this child due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is the weather report ever correct? Ah, no, you got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data. Yeah! Forecast data always reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m. It's true, eh? We cannot be totally sure, eh? What? How'd you pull that off? It stopped snowing at Azagora Temple when the murder took place. We need to provide conclusive evidence of this. We've come this far. There's no turning back now. Alright, let's see. Do I have any conclusive evidence? Oh, of course. Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony. Ha! You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed. That's right. Proving that is incredibly easy. You want to know whether it was snowing or not? This photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception. And that is the victim herself, Miss Lee's pseudonym. Why is there no snow on top of it? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph, there should be 2 sets of tracks. Ah! Damn. Got him! Order! Just what are you... Yeah! Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all the facts point to. That night, someone used a snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow. Then when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There is only one key for the snowmobile. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder. Which can only mean that night, Iris used her snowmobile to go to the inner temple. But, Iris said she never went there. I should probably press this point more when I get the chance. Alright, interesting. The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. That sounds right. But what's odd is, we left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple. I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. You must have just failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there, by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. You know what I saw? It was covered in snow, too. But that isn't possible! Interesting. The plot thickens. Order in the court! What does this all mean? So what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should have been 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used a snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble. I think we've learned all we can from this witness. Yes, I have nothing more to add. I told you everything that I know. Well then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile. A witness, huh? Was there no one out walking, perhaps, near Dusky Bridge at night? I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze her ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. Unless they had something really important to do. That's a shame. Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor, actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us. Really? You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile and seen act of murder? I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are two things about him that do come to mind. Which are, first, that he saw something incredible the night of the murder. And the second being, this individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about? Oh gee, I wonder who. This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc Deleduc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim, Elise Dunin. Her student. Interesting. And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder? That's... I can tell him all about his designs for items, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I can call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was, perhaps, searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw? I intend to extract that from him, right here in this court. Summon this youth as a witness immediately. I do like that. Getting to see his inner monologue and the reasons he does things is also a very, very interesting little tidbit that I enjoyed. I have no choice, do I? I believe he's in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon. Very well. Larry. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. Oh, look at this jackass. This court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness. Understood, Your Honor. Good. Well then, court is now in recess. God, I'm loving this, like, cheesy-ass Canadian accent I'm putting on. It sounds like a bootleg Coach Z, which is a very funny sentence. Because Coach Z is a bootleg Coach Z. 1, 2, 3, 4. I say Coach Z. Anyway. Just pretend I got 10 girlfriends and make amends on my beds with my fisheye lens. What does a bootleg mean? Good question. I guess I forgot to port. Here 39th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not really sure what to say. Iris, only 20 minutes. There are 2 things which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Alright, I'll help you in any way I can. First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training room. If you assist the bikini, is lying. Mr. Edgeworth, it is as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hasakura Temple. Very well. The second thing. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time systems. Himi returned her main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile? There's only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me. So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge? I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. God damn. Iris. I can't tell you about that yet. Not until her safety is confirmed. Her? The safety of the Acolyte. Acolyte? She must be talking about Maya. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Denim? No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life. As I thought, no cycle works. Very well. It's my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. gotta practice my fucking shitty-ass British accent. February 9th, 11:36 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 7. Court will now reconvene. Ms. Von Karma, where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the cabin.
Suspicious behavior?
He was sketching something. He was sketching something. Very intensely.
Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face and a vicious veil.
We only presume that his intention was to capture...
Anyway, it's not exactly his pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Restream, I hope you're all ready. Get in here!
It would seem that woman's gonna see plenty more use today.
Look at this jackass! Ah! Your sketch is in contempt of this court. Hey! I was just an artistically rendered... Ouch! You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look! I'm nothing but a fledgling artist, training out in the mountains. I'm only down here from the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use a technical term for the color, viridian.
I hate this man. Larry, this isn't an art store, now is it?
I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it?
Working in the fields? I presume you wanted to say field work, I hope.
That's it. Thanks, buddy.
It's kind of sad I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence.
I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial, at all. I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Light red. Or to use the technical term, Crimson Lake. Ow, ouch! Hi, I'm Lawrence Dunham, and welcome to Jackass! Stop your pathetic blabbing and testify like a man.
Reframing and whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is bad as cross-checking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now.
This is too much for me.
Alright, jackass. Start speaking.
I was at that lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I, Edgy?
Oi. Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony.
I'm just nobody. Nothing but a small, worthless man, ain't I? And why was they asking my name and occupation or anything else?
Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's usually been the case of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people.
Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touch me will make you eternally unhappy.
Well then, let's proceed with the cross-examination. With no touching, thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time. Alright, jackass, what do you have to tell us?
Hold it!
Larry, you really didn't see it?
Hey, no need to hit your desk. I can hear you. I didn't see it. I didn't see a snowmobile.
Larry, say snowmobile for me, please.
Snowmobile.
If you truly have nothing to hide, why you stammer like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest?
Shut up! What is this? I don't know. Don't ask me.
Seemingly the stuff from an obvious contradiction. I'm going to strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans.
Hold it!
You didn't meet anyone?
That's right. Because I have nothing to do with this. I'm just here to buy some Viridian paint, okay? Come on, I expect to see those Crimson Lake faces now.
It would appear that simply bracing him isn't going to be enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed. Seems going to claim to have nothing to do with this at the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. We need to slice through this obvious contradiction and get things moving along. of times? How many?
Maybe 5 times? And once every 20 minutes.
Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hall that night.
You bet! Your love is about waiting with your heart in your hands.
Love, you say? This man's intention is summon the defendant to the small shack, using this blackmail. Blackmail!
No, that was simply a product of overflowing love. Ah!
You huffy, puffy, loosey-goosey scoopful of vipping, vining voice of a witness! That was fun. I like that. That is fun to do. So, what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. You huffy, puffy, loosey-goosey scoopful, whimpering voice of a witness, eh?
Well, you see...
Being called those names isn't bother him at all.
Hold it!
Whatever is the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? This one single statement is so full of contradictions. For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse. So, a witness? Any ideas to where these contradictions in your testimony lie? Depending on your answer. Depending on your answer, I may stay my VIP.
Okay, give me a minute. Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly have seen the stars. That rundown shack is hardly a lodge, is it? And even if the stars could be seen, it isn't like I was there to look at them, right?
I'm just gonna... Like, I can just picture, like, the entire courtroom just face-palming all at once. Just simultaneously. It's like a round of applause, but it's the base of your hand applied directly to your forehead.
See, you can do it if you try. Ow, ouch!
There's only one issue here. What you saw at Dusky Bridge. Let's look up the stars that night. Bridge number of times, and see snowmobile didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. Just so we don't have to do it again, I'm just gonna drop a hot save here, and...
Objection!
yeah, there we go. Larry Butts. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble.
I'm sorry.
But I didn't realize just how much of a nuisance you have been. That could be considered a step in the right direction.
Edgy, are you trying to console me?
This really doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for me turning away from the incident you create.
Why? You're totally pinning this on me.
Now, let us talk about the night of murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked to feel his right to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts.
That's right, me in the flesh.
Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change.
But, what do you want me to do then?
Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw then, testifying truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you.
Edgy, I think I've finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well.
I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder? Alright, dipshit, come on. Actually, just be a human being for 2 seconds. I'd appreciate that.
I went to the shack around 9. It would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying into my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
Alright.
Surely saw quite a lot, didn't you?
He's also probably not telling the truth. 10:45.
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burnt out. Like, almost totally gone. I mean,
Fucking leave me alone. Every 5 minutes, just stop blowing up my phone.
trying to cross the burning remains what caused Nick... Trying to cross the burning remains what caused Nick to fall. What did you say?
Oh, don't worry. There's nothing live for him. He just caught a cold.
I don't know if that man should be called lucky or unlucky. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination.
Okay. $10:45.
Hold it!
What did you do out there in the code for an hour and a half?
Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess.
Excited? Dare I even ask?
The meeting time is 10 p.m., right? But I couldn't wait, and I thought you might come early too.
Well, it appears she didn't come at all in the end. Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they?
Shut up! You're gonna pick my fond memories apart. Anyway, I was getting a little worried.
For real.
I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. For 20 minutes or so, I went out to the bridge. I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shed to wait for her.
Alright. I'm guessing it's this. So it says 10:45 instead of 10:30. But that feels too obvious, but this is later we're talking about, so who knows. But yeah, figures. Saves coming.
Hold it!
You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that?
The lightning fell, and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out.
How far is the small shack you in from? How far is the small shack you were in from the bridge?
Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. It's about a 5-minute walk.
Why didn't you call anyone? Why did you go to the bridge? Why didn't you call anyone? Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Edgy? What's the serious face?
Why didn't you call anyone?
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, I would try and tell someone. There's a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Well, of course I thought about doing that.
So then, let's hear why you didn't.
Huh? Yeah, okay, reason. My reason. Isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay?
Less than a minute later.
Hold it!
Let me see what else you get. Oh, well. Why'd you go to the bridge? It's on fire. Less than a minute later. Does that fit? Let me see. Weather data, no. There's a map, no.
Hold it!
Let me see about this one. Time to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Rot.
Yeah, I thought I'd better tell someone about this. But then Nick came up yelling about a moiter. Totally made me forget about the bridge. The fire was pretty much out by then anyway.
It's only a terrible case of unease. It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Light fell from the bridge, correct?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. More or less.
You told me about the burning bridge yesterday. There's still something that doesn't quite fit. Looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still isn't telling us the whole truth.
Objection!
Yep, there we go. Your very existence being a contradiction, I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the hey, Edgy? You made me sign some kind of alien.
Your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time.
I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those.
This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct?
Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less.
I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there at 11 p.m.
That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
That is impossible. Fatil me. 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There's no way that Larry could have occurred. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at the Dusky Bridge at that time.
Ah, excuse me.
Vaguely. We're getting through stuff, and I'm figuring out that Larry is full of shit, even though he's trying to change. How you doing? Because I have wasp stings in me. It sucks. I will never judge my Animal Crossing character negatively ever again.
Excuse me. I have an objection.
You do. You do? Ugh, I'm losing my voice as fuck.
Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? Not Larry. Slowly is doing him. Yeah. It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. This is the only said around it. In which case, it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Friend. Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca Von Karma. The slipperhead is slippery. But there is still no way Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m.
And why not?
It's clearly written here in the weather data. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means...
What exactly?
Wright didn't see the bridge while it was being consumed by flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m., but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I said you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth. Now, what happened during these missing 15 minutes?
I feel like I just got really woken up by a toilet splashback.
TMI. I'm also kind of dead. For multiple reasons, but don't worry about that.
Guess we're still sleeping after all, huh? Pinch me.
Order!
Order!
So there was still a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Fight. I hardly see that as much of a problem.
Yeah, not much of a problem at all.
Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident? Yes, witness, why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? And therein lies the problem. Even after the bridge had burned out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness seemed an attempt to fulfill his civic duty. That's what it sounds like. But this is Larry I'm talking about. And even he isn't capable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction.
Edgy, I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude.
As I thought you'd been playing with us all this time.
Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all?
Yes?
I may really say it this time.
Then say it. Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness? I'm gonna find out.
I'm a doing him. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. Shock and all that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and the had come running up.
Okay. Okay, bro. You're more full of shit than a public bathroom right now, my man. My dude. Alright. I suppose artists can be strange folk.
That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
Including the truth from the sound of it. Mr. Edgeworth, this has removed the last of your doubts. Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. What would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? He's gonna drag the reason out of him.
You'll regret this, Edgy.
Hold it!
Let's press this statement. Tell us, Larry.
My name is Laurice. Get it right. You should get that what keeps you from being popular with the ladies like I am.
Francisca, please whip him. So who exactly are you?
I'm Laurice Dunim, princess extraordinaire.
That's what he calls himself in any case. And you are an artist?
Of course, I'm an artist, the real thing.
And again, that's what he calls himself. There's me nothing. There's only one issue I can discuss. What were you doing? It's a very big issue indeed.
Hold it!
Sketching. The burning bridge?
The burning bridge and everything that came with it.
What? Came with it?
Won't hear this from my lips, do we, Edgy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is... Ah!
Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? What a terrible feeling in the instant the sketch is revealed. The entire world would be changed by what is depicted there. Fuck it. YOLO mode. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch. Please.
Well, well. Even I couldn't have imagined it turned out like this.
Imagine what?
That Laurie's Dunham's debut will take place here today. Like this. Ow, ouch! Show it, now! Okay. But still yourselves. This is the world of Laurie's Dunham.
Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, right? Correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma? Yes, well, it isn't bad, which is scary, you know? It's very scary considering. Like, I don't mean to insult the guy. No, I take that back, I definitely do. Like, Larry seems like the type of guy to, like, quarter-ass a half-assed thing. But this is pretty good. Scary. It's a better drawing than I expected.
Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did.
Yes, I'm sure you did. Larry seems like the type of guy, end of statement. No. He's a definitely a certain type of guy, but it's not the end of the statement. He's just... He feels like someone who's just, like, the combination of 50 different makeup guys from, like, social media. This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry.
What?
The burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate-looking figure?
Ah, it's spotted that. I thought you might.
How much I might want to ignore it. I can't.
It's Iris, of course. Iris. We should take better care of herself. You have to plan on a future. You have to plan for our future, you know.
He really is.
What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that?
Larry, please, answer this next question honestly.
Okay.
Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist.
Are
You... Hi?
I fucking love this. I love this translation. This is a good translation. There's a couple of typos, but it's really fucking good.
Hi. The girl, she's really high up in this picture.
Like, bro, what are you actually on about? I need all the information in the world.
Wow! What was that for?
This is all about you. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that city.
Please with your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law ever acknowledged that people can fly.
I mean, like, the court accepted wilder things beforehand. Like, the court accepted almost that, like, a woman metamorphosized by her psychic powers was a murderer. Like, okay, alright, sure. Fucking...
Actually, there is some precedent for this.
She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see. This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to Earth.
What? Me?
Even this is your friend, is he not?
Excessive the foolishness. Miles Edgeworth.
Let's get back to the cross-examination. By force, if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I need to expose the obvious contradiction here.
Yes, Roma. I think about another reason to remember this moron. Well, what did you think of my...
Well, what do you think of my debut piece? Get that thing away. Get that thing away from me.
Horrible?
You're calling this horrible?
Because personally, I think it's, you know, it's, I think it's pretty fire. Anyway.
Hurry up and cross-examine him. I saw he's flying. A white hood fluttering.
Objection!
Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I do exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole dollar if that's the truth.
If that is truly the case, then there is only one thing we can say for certain.
What might that be?
The person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris.
What? What do you mean? I don't understand. Blah!
A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw wearing a hood, whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct?
Of course he was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hoodies would told me that this floating angel was my Iris. This hood is my darling Iris. My Iris is my darling hood. Wah!
Seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense's bench.
Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing a hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggested that it was Wright who took flight.
Ha!
Wright who took flight. I wonder if they had that in the background as also a joke. Anyway.
What are you talking about?
I think you understand what I mean just fine.
Why? Why didn't Nick have Iris's hood?
What?
Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why you, Nick, you dog?
Fucking dumbass. I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded straight into the garbage.
Mean? Your art's pretty good, come on!
What is it now, Fitness?
He was like, I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today's the day I get to completely stupefy you.
What? What is the meaning of your outburst, Witness?
I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence.
Definitive evidence?
Ever since he didn't come flying over that over the burning bridge. And I, Maurice Dunham, shall prove it.
I am so excited to see this piece of definitive evidence. I didn't expect to ask this again. Wish we needed your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant that's depicted in this sketch. And show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually reality.
Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy. Then I'm gonna feed you a whole whopping serving of pain.
You've been serving us all a whopping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me. They're both so funny. Phoenix and Edgeworth, literally like two halves of the same whole. That's with a W, not an H, by the way. I don't expect to have to say this, but sometimes I gotta. I'm oh wait, I'm snacking. I'm snacking in here. Ooga booga. Ah! Okay, don't worry. Proof that Iris flew.
When I reached Dusky Ridge, she was already gone.
Larry should be called Butts, but Payne. Larry Payton, yeah.
I was so worried. I just frantically searched all over for it. That led to me finding this beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost the crystal sphere that night.
Yeah, sure. Crystal sphere?
This one. Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers.
Every time this man opens his mouth, he gives me a new headache. Every time! Without fail! It's like he opens his mouth and I have the urge to just, like, chug a bottle of Advil. Good lord. Like, that's a piece of obvious evidence that has blood on it, and he's like, ah!
5-finger discount! See ya!
Fucking Jesus Christ, Larry. Not sure if it's hot where you are, but it's hot over here, so make sure to hydrate. That sphere. Where did you find it?
Let me see. Around here somewhere? Looks about right.
Was it half buried in the snow?
It had pretty much stopped snowing by then. But there was still some falling as I walked the bridge.
Court accepts this crystal sphere.
That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward.
There's something on it.
Oh my, it's blood!
What? Blood?
You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore.
You want to be called Laurie's Dunham only a few minutes ago.
Objection!
Dumbass. Larry, that night, there was someone who lost the crystal sphere.
There was? Who? Who was this stupid idiot?
Your mentor, you stupid idiot. Miss Elise Dunham, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? I have a photo of her here. On the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere.
Hey, that's my photograph. Give it back. Ouch! A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch.
Look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff, found at the scene of the crime. This alias pseudonym lost the sphere. Ah! The crystal sphere! It's gone!
What? 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 What?
Alright, dumbass. Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Dunim? A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. It's really good, though! It's actually really good! Jesus.
People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. You can't do that! So, eyes! And this crystal sphere, that is nothing more than a red herring!
Honestly believe that. Give it some salt, and I'm sure you'll realize it's a very... Give it some salt, and I'm sure you'll realize it is well, Miles Edgeworth. This Dunin was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all. Yeah. Miss Francisca Von Carr. The only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns.
Why are you pointing at me?
The crystal sphere was found in the bridge on the night of her murder. You expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case? That crystal sphere. It was probably shown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder? There's blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? Hey, what's up? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to show off the investigation of the scent, which is the exact same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch.
What? You mean I'm the killer? No way!
All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case. Which makes a valid point. There is no evidence that Elise Junior left Hazakura Temple that night. However, somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before he was killed. And this case is going to transform into something else entirely. You respond to the Edgeworth. I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. It is not related to the case, and this witness you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time. Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth. Can I prove the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? I'm trying to think here and hypothesize. Oh, yeah. How do I prove it? That isn't the issue. Simply prove it. That's the only option. That's what he did. That's the way the Phoenix Wright do this. Wow, gay, homosexual, gay. 1 second, actually. Let me, gay, homosexual, gay. You're on. Allow me to prove something. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case. We'll do what? Sad look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is quiet. Should come as no surprise. because right now I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered. Would you always say it's important? Listen. You don't control me. Where do you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth? Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. Let's see, if it was in the snow, and this is the weather report. Don't you have a photo? Oh, the bridge. I think, right? Yeah. Wait, no. I have the sphere itself. Oh, the sphere itself is I have to present, I guess. No, I think it has to be, because it already says it's half covered in snow. And it was half covered in snow, it took place before the murder. So, yeah. This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct?
That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing then, it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it.
That's all I need to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly.
Snowing?
On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body.
Ah!
Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder.
What? What?
Okay, I have to practice that. Order! 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 Not of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to, come loose. My bad. That was gross. Look.
What could that have been?
The sphere. There's some blood, isn't there? I'm gonna raise a certain possibility at this juncture. Real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
So murder didn't take place. The murder didn't take place in the Hasakura Temple courtyard? Only a fool suggests such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Just who is the fool? And which part is so foolish in this Hong Kong?
Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hasakura Temple courtyard.
That's not exactly true, now is it? Put it more precisely, what you saw was a murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing!
No, it isn't. You said it yourself.
A little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood will be lost from the body, that would be when the blade is removed.
That statement isn't true. Then Dusky Bridge could very easily have sought to see the murder. The murder weapon was not removed. Thus, there was no bleeding.
But forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Junior's body was found in Hasakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hasakura Temple. You suggest someone carried the body all that way?
Let it this far. Because take this to the end. That my version of events is also perfectly plausible. Now, if the defense is ready, the court would likely have an explanation. Please show us the method in which the victim's body was carried to Hasakura Temple. I bet I know. It was... Not snowy not. There is one way that a body could have been moved. The snow. Ah! As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murderer, but it could also have been used to carry a body. Order! Order! Rah!
This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave. What do you mean? Anyone could have used the snowmobile was the defendant.
She's the one who moves the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
You're too late, Francisca von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown this case requires further investigation.
What?
Was a victim of these two never really killed? If her body was moved, or level 4. And finally, just what does this image mean?
Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it.
This would necessarily sit on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity.
Holy shit! Fucking just murder him! Killing him in broad daylight!
However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The offense stands firm on this point.
Edgy, thank you!
That settles it. That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict. Cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Right. Seems to have fulfilled my purpose. It is just as I thought. Francisca von Karma, you make a wonderful pawn.
Excuse me.
Oh, what's up?
Ah!
I wish I were Jared 19 and didn't know how to read. There was one reason, and one reason alone, for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to right.
Maybe that's what this is all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I wouldn't have had friends to whip me. Ah! Ouch! Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about what you're here to do. This is my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
I share that your chance seems to have tipped you by.
What a shame, Francie. This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. Affront all the legal system stands for. I demand satisfaction.
I think he actually died. I need to get like a Guilty Gear announcer saying slash on my stream deck so bad.
Come.
Anyway.
Come, Guardian!
Phoenix isn't dead.
Stop telling everybody he's dead.
I cannot believe the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. SF4KO is funnier, but like, there's something really funny about slash! I don't know. Either one really works. Have his words here today have been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, rest to you. Court is now adjourned. Like, I like the vanilla SF4KO, but it I don't know, something about it doesn't have that same kind of punch as the one from Ultra. Or from Super or Ultra. That announcer is just way better. February 9th, 3:43 a.m. Heidi Clinic Intensive Care. We're here? Oh my god. Oh, okay. I want to give Phoenix a voice, but I'm trying to figure out what I can really make him sound like. I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. Destroyed is also pretty good. I'm up at 4 a.m. just at my own home. What is written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, my head is on fire. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. I know that he will be able to help me with it. Somehow. February 9th, 2:43 p.m., Dusky Bridge. Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. He cares about him so much! Everyone within the sound of my voice, remember that gay love is real and possible. Anyway. Well, maybe Viridian in Odyssey. Cursed bird facing Edgeworth Park. Yeah, basically. Actually, your has gone down quite a bit. What's the temperature now? Only 102.2 degrees. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, I read today's trial record. It went bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder. Yeah. In the end, the Shishito not deliver the deadly blow. I guess it gets Fahrenheit. You say that as if multiple people haven't gone to places they've almost died at. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword. Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll deal with the murder weapon myself. I'll leave my coat. Place to get Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. That is probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. Something I want to look into. And that is... a client's background, actually. You mean Iris, sir? I have a feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation. One way or the other. Since I probably won't get it. So I won't be getting that from you. I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, right? Take care. He's still got 102, and he's going on the damn stone was more my point. Yeah, but, like, he's gotta find his sister and, like, cousin, you know? Guess we can move in too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across this other side. Ah, that's right! Nice, stuck over the inner temple. Don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. No problem, pal. Just trying to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. Carve into your elbow, Phoenix. Wear a mask. This is a reminder to keep wearing your mask out in public. Protect yourself and others. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. I promise. But in the meantime, gotta continue collecting evidence. February 9th, Heavenly Hall. She's been there for days. She really has, yeah. I'm wondering, like, what is she eating? It's probably gonna be, like, all skin and bones when we find her. Kind of fucked up when you think about it. I think no one's here. Larry! Maurice! I'm sure to be hiding here. I'll try again later. No. Obviously not. It was really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. So inappropriate. Like, this is the bikini in a bikini. Ugh. God, I think on the kittens. Wow. Like, this is 2018 and, like, smartphones don't exist, so... Sky's the limit of things that kinda don't really exist.
Come on, please, it's for art's sake, I swear.
And one guy I know could be this persistent and high-strung.
Talking about the heroine here, the hero in my book. It'll make you famous. Ah!
Enough! A fool is... God. This is gonna be hard.
A foolish fool. Foolish fools who foolishly accepts the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright?
Huh? Me? Wait a second. I know you.
Your, ow! Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. My
brain's frying like a sunny side up, and you want to grill me over a name? She's eating helicopters for survival. Stop being so mean to her. Incredible joke.
Francie, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Leap a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings?
We're in Japan, Maya, Francisca. We're in Japan. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, it's not. I'm on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to be... She needs the model for my new picture book. Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. Ah! Before you ask for more, learn to give at least a semi-coherent testimony. Before that, you have to learn... Before that, you have to learn to live a semi-coherent life, Larry.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's the United States of Japanifornia. Or no, who said that? It was I didn't say that. I said San Francisco. Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you, whoosh, just like that dude in red underwear.
Wow. Listen. I don't know if you know this, but my brain is also frying like a sunny side up at all times. When I sit in front of the microphone, my brain goes from a check minus to a check plus to a check minus. Actually, more like a check to a check minus. Anyway.
I think I'll forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize.
Off he goes.
It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix Wright.
Listen, I can't help it. We were talking about Maya and, like, her girlfriend's in trouble, all this shit, you know?
You're in Germany all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect Winnebago. Naturally.
Oh, joy. This hasn't changed a bit.
It's really been a year since we first met. I am Franziska von Kamm, the protege. I see. And will promise and clear in Germany came to this country for once or revenge.
He was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. We just talked about it yesterday, but I still really want to see the 13-year-old Francisca in court, whip still in hand, just getting people, like, guilty verdicts. The idea of that is so funny. God, like, Manfred von Karma has such, like, a deep, scary voice, but I look at him and I don't even know how to place what he looks like. I think the best way to describe it is that, like, front-facing Manfred von Karma, he looks like a toady to a mob boss. That's the best way that I can put it. Like, he looks like he's standing next to the mob boss and he's like,
yeah, it's me, Jimmy the Weasel. Yeah.
Like, that's what he'd be like. He had a perfect wind rider for 40 long years. But now he is gone from this world.
Did he straight up die? When did he die? Shut up, when did he die? Hello? Did I miss something?
He was 1,000,000 years old. Apparently he was 65 when he first showed up. The Manfred one like an old Joaquin. I think they executed him, he was a murderer. It just said there's no real like cause of death, it looks like. who cares? Let me move on. Last time you saw a grudge against me because of what happened to your father.
Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me. This I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear?
Yes, Crystal. These guys are a million years old in Ace Attorney land. The life expectancy is like 70. There's some old-ass people in Ace Attorney sometimes, I think. I don't know, like, the oldest person we've seen, but, like, you know, old bags still pushing the envelope at, like, age 1,000,005.
In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating him. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense.
Edgeworth. My finger. Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Master Von Karma as well.
Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting. He said this case has a special significance to him.
What is this now? What got clipped? I have to update the clip channel a little bit.
I demand satisfaction.
I think he actually died. I need to get like a Guilty Gear announcer saying slash on my stream deck so bad. So I'm looking at this clip. Ah, it was me hammering that button, I see. Because it does. And that's precisely why your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy weensy pieces all the better. It's probably a fever, but she's so openly hostile it's almost kinda cute. Oh god, that's actually very funny. I love that.
Ow! No smacking! No whipping the sick! That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor. Doing such a foolish favor, such a foolishly foolish fool.
Edgeworth.
Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing, and one thing only. To pulverize you.
I thought you were gonna bring me some cold killer action.
And there was a whole case file on the flight.
Read the whole thing?
Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph.
Trying hard to internalize that. People really angry at you for stupid shit shouldn't be scary, it's funny. Yeah, it is very funny. It's very funny.
All the ridiculous things you did. We had a very interesting lead. Till you cross the burning bridge. Did you even consider the dangers?
No. The only thought in my mind was, I have to get across.
A fool doesn't sink is more foolish than a fool who foolishly sinks.
I'm sure there'd be no one the bridge was repaired.
Maya, she's gotta be okay. Just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the inner temple that night.
Alright, let's check what's over here. The real question is, where's Pearl? Where is she? Find the baby. Area 9, Tazakura Temple, main hall. That was one long sigh. Oh, hi, Bikini. Is this a bikini?
My.
Let's see.
My. I didn't know you were here. How are you doing?
You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake.
I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise. I think about it. There's an acolyte stuck at the inner temple, and that poor little girl has gone missing too.
A little girl?
You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since morning after the incident. Pearls? She's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this?
I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Talking about your performance at the trial today?
You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least, I was until this morning.
I'm seeing these Cyclops, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden?
You know that artist who testified after me? When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I acted just like him when I was on the witness stand.
Don't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble, and nothing else. Both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth. That can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the Inner Temple. Is that correct?
That's right.
I'm sure it was Iris.
Iris claimed she was in her room at Hazakura Temple. But I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night. Because you did, Maya stuck all by herself at the Inner Temple. I'm so sorry. Drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter's especially bad.
I'll bet. Shooting all looks like it's about to fall down any second.
Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know.
Earthquakes?
Yes. We're surprised the next big one levels the training hole. Gotta get Maya out of there. Fast! But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island.
It's like an island?
How so? Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the Inner Temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by the river and the forest.
I see.
So a criminal will be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. As long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there.
That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way to escape either!
Oh dear! Yes, I suppose it does!
Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster! For fuck's sake! I've been called by these people like 80 times! Leave me alone! It's been the same person every time. I have to get, like, answers. Give me a second, chat. Sorry. I've literally been called by, like, telemarketer people for, like, the past, like, hour. It's not the same person, but it's the same, like, sequence of people. Like, fuck off. I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions.
Oh? You just know my measurements for your investigation or something?
No. I don't know a little bit more about the victim, Miss Elise Dunem.
I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or her bust size for that matter.
No. I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself she wasn't here for spiritual training.
My. It's like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Miss Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know.
There. You did it again. This is Bikini. I notice you always refer to Miss Dunem as Mystic Elise.
Oh?
Yes. Now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte.
We introduce all our visitors as Mystic. It makes her experience feel authentic. Anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know.
How do you know that? How do you say for sure that she's older than you? Five Cyclops. Seems Miss Elise Dunem was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Dunem on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. Brick Skipolini. Huge ass! CIA! Who's calling, please? It's all gotta be connected somehow.
Why did Prosta get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together.
Oh, man. My head's throbbing so bad, it's killing me. Pearls. She was with Miss Dunem on the night of the murder, remember?
Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we finished eating dinner.
Murder. It couldn't have taken place. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it?
Where did the detective? He hasn't turned up at our home either.
Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. This has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repairs soon.
Take that!
Temple Run, Temple Nun. You know what? You get half credit for that. Or I need to find a way to have it start and then stop immediately after. This is Bikini. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Dunem had a special significance to this temple. As to why she has special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity.
What on earth are you talking about?
She was basically an author. She's an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This is evidence proves Miss Dunham's true identity.
I'm gonna wait a bit. Yeah, I'd figure. February 9th, Hazakura Temple Courtyard. As our sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. The Shichishito. It's there in Mr. Kami's hand. It was proven in court today that it wasn't a murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. But yeah, I'm fine. Don't have to give me all the hints. I'm just trying to see what I have and what I can do. Don't worry about everything too much. Awesome. Miss Dunham's staff. You know what you eating? Arizona fruit snacks. Like the iced tea brand, it's good. I don't remember there being crystal sphere attached to the staff. They're super good. They are really good, actually. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Ridge, but what's it doing all the way out there? It's the brand, but they are gummies, yes. Being the green tea flavor right now. I had another one earlier. Just a regular, like, plain mixed fruit one. Yeah, there's a mixed fruit. This one's green tea. Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. I forgot about that. Got quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun. They're tools for getting around. With a sled. Now that's gotta be for Kimi's own personal entertainment. Hey!
What was that jarring, inconsiderately loud yell?
So this is where you've been. Keeping nice and warm, I see.
Detective,
I finished repair the bridge? Yeah, I did. Told you I'd let you know.
well. I'm gonna come along with you and...
Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case.
What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me.
Thank you, Hanao. But
It's been a while, Scrappy.
it's Miss Bakava. Ouch. Destroyed.
Sister, please, leave the investigation to me. My. We certainly have everything under control. I'm on your side. I won't do anything you don't want.
These are dependent guilt on Iris.
What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow! That hurts, you know. Silence. I, Franziska von Kammer, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she?
Oh, wrong way. Well, it's a little bit scuffed. I want to see what Phoenix has to say about it really quick. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me, if memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. February 9th, Inner Temple Gate. They've certainly become a lot more hectic than before.
They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick! That voice. Pearls! Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! So you were here ever since that night. I was so lonely, I thought I was going to die. When I woke up in the morning, I saw that Dusky Bridge was gone. I realized I was all alone. It was all alone. It must have been very trying for you, little girl. Ah! You're... I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry, not that I. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well... Wow! Wow! Destroyed! Hey, I don't like you. You're not even a little girl without your whip. Ooh! Ooh! Damn. Franziska's outfit is pretty tight. It is really cool. See, Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. It's like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Ow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything! Doesn't have to. The smile on your lips give you away. Anyway, Pearls, weren't you with Maya? Ah! I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? Oh no. Hey, wait! Pearls! She just ran off! Ow! That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearls acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. I started taking a look around and I finally got a chance. Since something seems different about this place from 2 days ago. All the Buddha statues lined up along this path. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings a head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. She'll probably slip her ring into her private affairs. Oh my god. Phoenix Wright! What? Would you stop calling me by my full name like that? I just want a pause for this port. A port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that. That's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me. Get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. I didn't say anything! I guess someone else has psychic powers around here other than just the Faye family. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, well. Let's see what stunning clues concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma? You seem to remember. Right, it was up to its gills in snow before. Yet there was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full name. She's so funny. It's only copying you. She's so funny. Anyway, I guess that's the same. Door ajar. I wonder what she says. A little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anything. What harm could come of it? And I say, as I sit here on August 2nd, 2022, Franny and Maya are soulmates. Anyway, literally soulmates. But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like instead of simply say whatever? It has nothing to do with anything. Who told you that? I'm not laughing at what you said. That's actually kind of sick. That's really sick. That's really cool. Like, I can imagine. I'm being genuine. I think it's actually legitimately sick. I'm being super genuine.
I would never laugh at you for having a character like for any trans or gender. Honestly, like, I don't know if I actually really talked about this, but I think for me it was just a matter of time. You know? Because I remember, like, playing Pokemon Fire Red and going, like, what would change if I played as the girl character in the Pokemon game? I think I've told this story before during, like, the Pokemon-a-thon, which will probably start up, like, next year, depending on where I'm at. Because there's more games to play, and I think Flint, like, could really use the help right now, considering, but... You know. This must be the door that leads to the inner temple. Where Maya was chilling once the night was murdered. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Like, I remember Fire Red kind of vividly because it was, like, the first game I remember, like, thinking about that kind of thing. I don't know if I've ever thought about it before that point, but that's certainly, like, a memory that sticks out of my brain. And... I can't remember all the specifics about it because it's been so goddamn long. But remember, it was like I was going to go see a movie, and I had my like Game Boy Advance SP, and I was just like thinking about it. Got to a room in there called the training hall. We're doing some training ourselves, Phoenix Fact.
Yow!
I'm completely out of shape. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take.
Dawn from Diamond, trans my gender, also opinion binary. Yeah, like. It wasn't, like, a big experience, but one thing that, like, sticks out of my mind, because I think someone just told me about it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna be this now. And the rest is history. I do have to say, though, I kind of want to play Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but, like, only because here's the thing, chat. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, I am not immune to Dawn Pokemon, but brown. I'm not. I'm not immune to Dawn Pokemon but brown. You give me a character design, you make it brown, I will now eat at your restaurant. Like, I've said it before, right? I have said it before. I got gooned into buying, into buying hairstyles from Mountain Rise. Because I wanted the dreadlock ponytail, and it was $1, and it was like 99 cents. And guess who shilled out the money? It was me. Just mod the original game. I wish it was that easy. Also, physical Cyclock? Hello? Bro. Also, that thing got fucked up.
That's wrong. Why are you so quiet? Maya, you're supposed to be in here training. Yet it appears he's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. I wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really going out some strange vibes. What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Fact? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... a woman? I don't see any women here. Different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy!
What? Hello?
What's the matter?
The scroll? Really covered in gravy?
Ah, yes, there is a very appetizing smell in here. But gravy is a type of sauce. So you want the paint. The Americans use gravy as substitute, I see.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep myself together because, like, ma'am, you're saying this in a Japanese room? In a Japanese temple, for crying out loud! What are you talking about?
No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks.
The gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident.
Why would anyone do this? Why is this small? The scroll shows a picture of Misty Faye, master of the Korean channeling technique. Woman being covered in engraving. Can't make out what's wrong with this scroll at all. I never understand you Americans and those so-called artists.
Yeah. I guess I can't.
The store. I was here 2 days ago. That weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains. Was it like guarding something inside that cabin? Never seen a lock quite like this before.
I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a cyclone. What if this lock is guarding something too? Dark secrets in a dark cabin.
What took you so long? I thought even you'd managed to get here faster than this, Mr. Trite. Prosecutor Godot! I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? Maybe you didn't show up at the trial today. I'm gonna ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so that's something slightly more important than a common cold. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough! I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very best kind of prosecutor. Look at what points than a child.
Yeah, he's Cyclops X-Men. Who's the wild marriage, right? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in her absence today. Well, I guess I'll you one then. She can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Godot misogyny moments!
Just who do you think you are? This case is my...
Hey, Philly. While you're rolling, shut your mouth.
Ah!
Godot misogyny moments!
Jesus Christ.
Well, it is, actually. Stand like. I'm only saying this. I'm gonna say this once, Lady Von Whippingberg. Go home.
Phoenix Fight? What are you hitting me for?
You deserve more cracks to the whip than that, Trite.
What?
You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. Something different about Godot today. There's a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his.
Is it anger? Or is it sorrow?
That's an important business. That's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before. Perhaps you don't remember. Return from the depths of hell to do battle with.
It's misogyny, Phoenix.
It's misogyny, Phoenix, right? Like it's like the Charlie Brown specials. You see, Trite, I've experienced something most, if not, death.
You died?
Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. Victor's regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me.
So, you mean
that mask you wear is that your device? Perhaps it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Not this. I can see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, still can't see everything. Still, keep this worn out pursuit junction. My body going with regular service.
I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How is that possible? What happened?
Why don't you ask him?
Huh? Me?
Yeah, Trite. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended. And who ended it for.
Well, Phoenix Wright? Do you? I don't know what he's talking about.
Although, to be honest, I feel a little stuck in the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. It'll all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? Hey, you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on the side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. This was what Bikini said, too. And I wondered, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today?
What do you mean?
They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte went missing.
Missing?
As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on the side of Dusky Bridge.
Huh? But that's impossible! She came here that night and...
I won't say it again. The chance of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place.
What? Where's that?
The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now.
So the only place the search party gets to explore. You haven't searched that cavern yet, huh?
Be aware, though, the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. If you were in there, the chance of her being found alive are slim at best.
No!
Which means, Trent, that you said my fate were death.
You fool! If that's the situation, why don't you have the search party right now?
You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparation to open it as we speak. Well, Trent, once again, a woman dies because of it.
Wow! Wow! Really? 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 That's not even, like, his fault? That is the furthest thing from his fault! Okay, alright. Once again? What are you talking about?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of me. And do you know who that was? It was Mia Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey.
Mia?
You killed her.
No, that's not how it was!
It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing a man, but she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy.
Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally!
Sure, Miss Fey's murder was caught. That won't bring her back.
Well, no, but...
You were with her at the time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her.
He wasn't, though. He wasn't? He wasn't even there. What?
Bro, what are you on about?
You
say Mia Fey was your teacher.
Well, then I'd say you've learned nothing, trite.
You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate.
I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No! Like... his technical adoptive big sister, we're gonna blame him for her death? Like... as if she doesn't come back every 5 minutes! And like... oh my god. What a jackass! What's this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It should be a simple matter of...
I'm afraid we can't do that.
Yeah, it's me too! Man, fuck this clown. Fucking... making stupid-ass giant leaps in logic because you can't accept the fact that you're, like, someone died, like... I get people grieve differently, but you're just being a jackass, dude. If, like, Mia was mad, she's had multiple times to just come back to be like, hey, Phoenix, you fucked up. But, ugh. Fuck this clown, man. You are not a clown, you are the entire circus.
Anyway, Zera's always been prone to earthquakes. Repeated tremors will weaken the foundation of the training hall. And he says a force used to break the lock open. Well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past.
Very well. Then I suggest the obvious solution of opening with a key.
Sure, show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock.
There's no keyhole?
That's right. Interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it.
And who was it?
Simple. The accused.
What? Iris?
Let him be misogynistic, it's how he copes. Damn.
I can't believe you're speaking with the true power of your inner Marvel fan, Tia. That's
That's mean, I'm sorry. When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the murderer, neither of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was a trainer there. He did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it, that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stage of the training. So, Iris the accused, the only one who could open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock. Hope she gets here soon. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, Trent. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. You should choose your friends more carefully, things right. That's what everyone says. So I don't have much of a choice. Guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I? I think someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Oh, there he is. Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. Oh, but I can't do that. I'm an detective. Ugh, my brain. This is driving me nuts. Ah! Is something shoveling you, Scruffy? Please don't believe that all of a sudden, sir.
Only a simple deed. A friendly tap on the shoulder. With my whip.
So what's up, Gumshoe? Something on your mind? How did you know, pal?
Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to buzz that off or not.
How did you know, sir? When you so much times it turn into homosexual tension? Yeah, just like shown in anime. Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I kind of already snuck in there.
Is he trying to be clever or something?
So, what's behind the X? Huh? A kinda garden-like garden. A garden? Yeah, anyway, it's only an investigation right now, so keep on. I'm not telling you, I'm not asking you. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? I think I got that backwards, Chief. It's normally the other way around. Well, see you later.
So we join Sissy's garden, Phoenix, right?
Of course. What else do we do? I don't know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Huh.
There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is.
Strange feeling. Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought it said you can't come in here.
Don't you know, Scruffy? I found Karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here.
But... what's this, first of all?
It's a charmer's thing poking out from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too. Apparently, it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise, too.
Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. These are the cords found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly. Sounds to me like this little trinket is gonna be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Oh shit. Well, that's done. That's done. No other question, no other answers necessary.
What the heck is that?
Uh-oh. Spotted it, huh?
Are you kidding me? Couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya.
Well, considering we found this around the that necklace, the Korean's Master's Charm, around Miss Elise de Nim. Well, that just proves that she's what's her name? Fucking Misty Faye.
Yeah, before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all our questions now, sir. Without exception.
Yes, sir.
How's the inner temple investigation going?
They're the best forensic team in the world working on the place.
Forensic team? And what was the outcome of this scientific study?
Nothing. Scientifically speaking, this place is clear as a whistle.
Is that simply not good enough, Scruffy? You think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh.
Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow.
Oh, my bad.
Is this gonna be some bullshit that we're gonna write something else in a few turn of letters just so? Yeah, basically, I think we're gonna get there.
Is that stone lantern and the surrounding area is covered in snow, correct? Correct.
Look kind of fishy. You know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys looking them over. The results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually. I better look into myself.
Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. It's almost a perfect rectangle. Couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. But that was you, wasn't it? But it's Scruffy.
Oh, no, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation.
It wasn't the police. And who did?
Oh, yeah. There's something I need to tell you. Just between us, just between the three of us, okay?
What is it?
It's top secret. You can't tell anyone. Got it?
Understood.
Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest this evening. I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and crowded the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left on the couch. What? What does that have to do with anything, big guy?
Is that it?
That's it? Ah! Hopefully the snow must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. I also just say some shit sometimes. I've made a career out of it, if you haven't noticed.
There are a couple of torches here.
Just need all the light we can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. It looks like they've been lit pretty recently. And so have I. Hey-o!
Recently? How recent are we talking about?
As recent as the night of the murder.
I was trained during the night of the murder. Not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. Little lantern, a little statue. It's certainly a quaintest look at. Oh! What's this huge ball here for?
Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it?
Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken. That's true. It's the impact of the cheese.
Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy.
Ah! Next time you're sleepy, you only come to me. Got it?
That would be interesting, but I'm glad this was an obvious red herring. It's a bird bath? Yeah, it is, yeah. The water flows from here, hits this, and then when it removes all the water, it tips back up to go back there. It's counterbalanced, I think.
About Maya.
Oh, was the gold tell you yet?
Yes, we heard.
We got a search party out looking for it. But there's nowhere else it could have disappeared to on this side of the Ski Bridge. All we do now, all we do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here.
Edgeworth?
He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here.
I'd have to wait, since she's the only one who opens the door to the sacred cabin.
Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal.
Huh? Wonder what it is.
I don't really expect any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning. It sounds pleasant.
Maya.
These letters are written in blood? Yeah. What's worse is that it's the victim's blood.
Huh? This is Miss Dunamis' blood?
I haven't done the detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal.
Most interesting. Felix right. I I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down.
Ah, I see. Yeah, because it was as she was falling to her down as she died, is what they're trying to go for. You know what? You know what? That was really bothering me too. I just came up with the answer. As a result of my own special gumshoe investigation.
Really? What's that?
Well, on the night of the murder, the lantern was upside down.
Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Dunim wrote these letters herself in her own blood. You must be joking! That's impossible!
From the writing on the written in the blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of the Miss Elise Dunham's murder. Let me see something here. You can't make out either. You can't make out her other hand, but I don't see any blood where her hand was. Like, okay. What I'm trying to say here is that, like, well, her line of thinking is that, like, she was killed here, and as she was dying, she, like, wrote it with her back facing the statue and wrote Maya's name and then collapsed and died. That's the line of thinking. That's what I mean. At least, that's what our current theory on how the events took place, pal.
What?
So Miss Duna was killed here? Let me see here. Well, if you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now.
Then, this bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was it? That wasn't the scene of the crime. What did she see?
What do you think, Miss Von Karma?
Silly special gumshoe investigation reveals the answer, no? Wait a sec. The bloody writing and all the other clues here. You could have easily set that all up after the murder, right?
Sorry, but that's not an option.
Why not? How could you forget, Phoenix Light? Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burnt out.
There's always seen repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. What about the dough? Anyway.
I can't think of a common argument to that.
I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If it was the scene of the crime, and I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. You know, in the power massage, you can do impossible feats. It's true. February 9th, Hazakura Temple, main gate.
Seems to have a visitor. Mr. Wright! Iris!
I'm really glad to see you. We did manage to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency.
Not him again. Never mind him. We've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important he was locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later?
Alright, let's hurry to the end of the temple. I'll see you later, Wright.
Wait, Edgeworth! I'm coming with you guys!
Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us.
What?
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but my affair is in a rather delicate position.
What do you mean by a delicate position?
This isn't simply a rescue operation, Wright. It's also an investigation. That being the case, it could allow members of the public to interfere.
Come on, Edgeworth.
If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand.
But it's Maya! Mr. Wright, all that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, if you expect.
Now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We're going now. Excuse us.
Damn it. Ah! This is not time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Are there other things that demand your attention?
She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Arena, Hazakura Temple, main hall.
Speaking
Bikini looks she's shrunk since I saw her. What is over with Phoenix White? What's wrong, Sister Bikini?
My. Hello, you two. How are you doing? Wow.
The sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down.
I was just here, you know, talking about a handsome Crimson Clan prince. Talking about Edgeworth. It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her?
Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain.
Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that.
Mr. Blue chooses to share your opinion, I see.
Huh? Me? Ah!
Oh, yes. You did great, Sister Bikini.
Absolutely spectacular! You're truly the only ones that have said that to me.
I can't shake the feeling I just become a shill to a shrew. I don't even know what that means.
No problem, Phoenix White.
Sure, you're gonna testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding somewhere. It's time to break those sight locks of hers. I have a map? Oh, yeah, I guess I do. Let's see what we got. It's the bikini. The truth is going to be to me. Miss Dunham had this charm with her at all times.
Gah! Where did you...
This isn't some cheap good luck charm either.
Then... What do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean?
It's a talisman, is it? Interesting.
Oops.
This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Dunham really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Dunham's true identity. What's the other item? What's the other item? Do we even have it? I guess I don't have it yet. I guess probably should have been more thorough. Let me check her out. Where can I check? I guess I could probably talk to Larry. Oh, well, no, I can't. Fuck. Okay.
How? How can I ever make up for this?
Make up for what?
For allowing harm to come to such an important person.
So I was right. Miss Dunham wasn't just an old visitor here. Okay, Oh! I see. I'm guessing the scroll, why they would hide it. That's the, connecting thread here. Yep. The painting's obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But the scroll shows the master of the Korean channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with him.
Ah!
This crest is reserved for the master of Korean.
Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Talking about the new master Maya Fey told me.
What? You mean that an acolyte is Misty Faye's
Daughter? Yes. 1 second. Okay, are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Faye's sole successor.
Mystic Misty!
Wow. That was super easy. But yep, all of my suspicions have been confirmed. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What's the significance of this talisman, sister? The Karain talisman? Symbol of the Master of the Karain. The bearer must carry it with them always to their death. It says in death. So at least Junim really was Maya's mother, huh? Man, this isn't even fair! I'm so pissed. Fuck this chapter, man. There's Misty Faye, the master of the Karain channeling technique. Truth comes out at last, so we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, I see Truth saw herself now. Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well... what's happening? It can't be. Earthquake! Ah! Oh my goodness! Inner temple! It's kind of termite. The inner temple? The secret cavern in the training hall! It might very well cave in! What? Maya! Off he goes. It seems to have passed. We can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go! What? There! To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Miss Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course. You run along now. You may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on, Zen Phoenix Lights. They won't bar you from the entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. I had that moment I had a worst feeling in my gut. Just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. Wow! Look at it. He was thinking about Miles' Edgeworth. Pinpoint accuracy! Pinpoint accuracy! Homosexual to homosexual communication. Homosexual to homosexual conversation. Come on, let's go. Rain doesn't care about Nick, she's worried about her girlfriend. Yeah, basically. Gotta hurry to Inner Temple and... Right. Ah! What are you doing here? How can I have... How do you expect us to understand? How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yow! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. No! The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? Oh, here we fucking go. So, it was just now, during the... You just see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. The incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? There's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is dead end. She could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. We need to get a manhunt underway now, and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple area? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? Inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape it but to cross... No, that's not it. I isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. So you think Iris would have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth. I'm choosing the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. You need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. February 9th, Inner Temple Training Hall! Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in, but what we found was something none of us ever expected. Huh? How can there be even more locks?
What is the meaning of this? Iris! Iris, please tell me, what the hell is going on?
Wow. What a cliffhanger. We're not done yet, though. We're gonna go on for a little bit longer. Cause I'm on the edge of my seat. February 9th, Inner Temple Training Hall.
Right, is this what Gadeo was talking about?
Yeah, the trick locks.
Now then, Iris, please remove these at once.
Sir Edgeworth,
I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What?
during the earthquake, when this cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. I know that there was only one lock when I last came here.
You're saying that you can't undo these new locks?
Yes.
Only I was stronger.
Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face.
Like you want to talk with your face all green. Miles, answer this. Go and get some mail. I'll watch over this suspect. You're going to get the gear buttons. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly fine. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you can make your current state. Go get some vest. That's all I'm concerned now. Miles, Edgeworth. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the call. You take care of things here.
God, they really do care about each other. I think that's really cute.
Edgeworth. He's got so much pride he's probably off crying in the corner of the garden. Pride is even another chap that hinders us in our lives. That said, Van must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, since this is very part of A's feelings, right? I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see.
Well, thanks for your help.
Now then.
You mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
Why'd you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. Yeah, he sure did, didn't he? He sure did. And Maya was like, what, 17 when she got tased by that fucker? That's gross. What a shithead. In other words, you didn't run, though. You didn't find a way to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw these extra locks someone put on the sacred cavern's door, and who in the world would do something like that, like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you're honestly the one who sets these locks? I don't think it's that simple, Francisca von Karma. We were here the first time, there was only one lock. And now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What's that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more, and they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks. The first one. Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think, please. Is there any way around this? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess. A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do these for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. Gotta wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident, but you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple, too. Being spotted at Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. It's as if you've, Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Okay.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I hope she'll be okay. February 9th, Inner Temple Gate. Finally getting to the bottom of this case. Count on Iris to break those locks, so I try to gather more clues. It's a bikini, Edgeworth, and gumshoe. And pearls. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Anyway, February 9th, Dusky Bridge. It's weird there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, you should go check out the shack. Check the shack just down this path. I'll find Larry there sulking again. February 9th, Heavenly Hall.
Oh, Mr. Nick! Pearls! What are you doing here? Nothing. What about Mr. Maya? Is she alright? Well, we don't know yet. Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick?
Larry.
This is the loser's shack, where losers get together to lose themselves.
This is the what?
Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Oh, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lorice did a picture of me. That's, great.
I'm going to gather firewood now. We're cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire.
Please don't feed a child half-rotten potatoes.
So stay out of our way.
Oh, ridiculous. Why is he trying to get fired up over becoming a... Why can't he be fired? Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man?
I don't believe a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Boyle. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? We'll let you down.
Mystic Maya. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture?
Got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now. Two losers cooking potato get players together forevermore.
What do I do with them? Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I
think it's really well drawn.
Why do you need the rotten potato?
I don't need the rotten potato. Can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciates it. This stuff getting the flames look like that, you know.
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it?
I love it. It's like a dream.
A wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you. Iris really flew that night.
Mr. Lorice.
Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, boy. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you.
This picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw.
Okay, so what happened to see when I was there that night? I was wide awake until the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture.
It looks like I don't have any choice but to take the sketch at face value.
Hey, what's the look of doubt on your face?
It's for butts? You know what? That's fair. Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? I mean to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you? What exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it doesn't matter what I was doing. Does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Dunham's room reading a book together. But Miss Dunham was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple. What exactly happened that night, Pearls? I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
God damn.
Whoa!
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished. What are you talking about, Pearls? My spiritual power has disappeared. What? Her powers have disappeared? What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls? It's all over for me. Spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for?
Pearls, you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps?
Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really cool of you.
Oh my god, just as I thought. I'd have to break her cycle to get the truth out of her. I don't know these things she means to. She's just a little baby. February 9th, Hazakura Temple, main gate. What if just a bikini is back at the main hall yet? I
haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. Gumshoe is Bikini's type. February 9th, Hazakura Temple, main hall. Damn, you look kinda fucked up.
Well, what's the damage? How's the secret cavern?
Let's get survived. We have a bigger problem now. What's the Bikini all about it? About the 5 locks that are stopping us from getting inside the secret cavern.
But who could have done that? The people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Korean tradition.
Iris the secret cavern, trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about, Sister Bikini.
Oh yes, we're in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Yes, you were telling me how the Master of the Korean disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise... No, I mean Mystic Misty arrived. And she showed me the talisman that proved she was the Master. She said... Someone is trying to destroy the Korean tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them.
Oh, gee, I wonder who that could be!
Trying to destroy the main family line? There's only one heir to the title of Master any time. She's the eldest. That child becomes a new Master of Korean, and her daughters, the main family. All other mediums become a branch family members. No hope of patrolling the clan. As something has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line. Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed? You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real.
Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the mask case, and during Maggie Bird's trial too. It's like a bad system. Clan systems tend to have these kind of bullshit things in them. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most.
Great technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know. There's a tradition I've always been there, behind every important leader. Everyone respects its tremendous skill.
I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you would be really rich by now.
Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Ho ho ho, you're very direct, aren't you? You don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake. A mistake.
As if you don't already know, Phoenix.
What mistake? It was 17 years ago, and everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. That incident? Is she talking about it? But I think she's talking about it. How about what I think she is? I'm sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file. DL6 incident. I knew it. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago. Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case. The murder took place 17 years ago. It was the first time in the country's history that the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of her murderer. The medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Mystic Misty's channeling, a certain man surfaced. Armored that evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Korean tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media. The public, the judiciary, people of Korean village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared.
DL6 was, the Yeti Yogi case. Where they were trying to find out, who killed, I think, Edgeworth's dad, I believe. Yeah, it was Reggie's dad.
Then she disappeared, vanished. Well, everyone still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Korean tradition is starting to recover at last. With a new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? spiritual power of the Korean channeling technique is in the blood. I used to do the exact same thing before. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power that communicates with the spirits flows strongly through us. According to Maya, only the women of the family can inherit that power. I can imagine a girl, like, not knowing she's a girl yet, just getting that psychic power and just getting like, what? Huh? Wait, huh? What? Wait, huh? That'd be fun. I would love to see something like that. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Ami. With each new generation, only one daughter becomes a new master. The ones who don't become branch families, right? That's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia. Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. And lost her life. As a result. You know what Mystic Mia's rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Really? Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. That's right. Misty Faye had an older sister too. Is she fucking connected to this? I swear to God. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the Master Seed from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know. Morgan. There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home, Korean village. What she did was terrible. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master. I suppose we know about Mystic Morgan's daughter. You must have already realized that Iris... Huh? Iris? What's that gonna do with any of this? That Iris is... Mystic Morgan's daughter. What?! Hello?! Hello?! Okay, this actually threw me for a loop. This threw me for a loop. She said she had no power, but like... I'm just gonna see where this goes. Well, Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? You said that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Whoops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Oh, yes, Pearls. Pearl Faye. Always thought she was an only child. You jest! That child! She's Mystic Morgan's... I had no idea. Mystic Morgan. Well, she's in prison now, isn't she? Yes. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. 3? I'm dying. What? 3? Okay. The plot thickens. Wait, what? 3? Yes, Iris, her twin sister, Mystic Pearl. What? Twin sister? I don't know if Dahlia is a fae, but like, okay. Twin sister? I'm gonna freak out. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Did they even show her age here? Buddy.
Okay, okay, what? Buddy, what do you mean? I'm literally 25 and a minor.
What? Twin sister? Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Corinne's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him. How awful. He was a jeweler, you know.
Dahlia's a fae. There it is! There it is! Dahlia's a fae. Holy shit. Wait a second.
She named her child. She named 2 different children Pearl Fae. Oh my god.
I don't know whether that's insulting or just bad parenting or both.
He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable. If Iris had a twin sister, could it be? Just tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini. What's the name of Iris's sister? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can remember is that her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Rose had 2 older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt about it. No doubt it was because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family. Anger? What do you mean? Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls? It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. He was able to break free of the bars that confine her. So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. This information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions to get some more info.
But I thought she said Pearl was the twin sister. I guess I must have misread.
Please tell me what's going to happen to poor Iris. She was to be found guilty. Well, I wouldn't accept it.
But your testimony, Sister Bikini.
I can't help my testimony. I saw what I saw. It's up to a poor lawyer like you to deal with problems like that.
You're not wrong. I'll give you that one.
This poor little girl.
First I lost Maya, now pearls. Her pain is escaping. It's going to cause me. Not to mention this fever's giving me a killer migraine. Okay.
How could I ever make up for this?
Okay. Steven was the master after all. Yeah. Truly the plot thickens.
When I think about it, I do kind of feel sorry for Mystic Morgan. It wasn't her fault that her sister was a more powerful spirit medium. Mystic Morgan just couldn't be with her sister. It must have been really tough on her.
Even so, it doesn't excuse all the things she did.
No, of course not.
Alright, let's move to... back to the main gates. And then try to talk to Pearls, I guess. Maybe she has some more information. February 9th, Heavenly Hall. Expecting Larry and Pearls to be here. Because they must have gone to collect firewood. So I'll have to check back later. Let me try asking a couple more questions. What do we need to talk to? Anything I can present to her? Nothing really yet. I'm gonna go check out what Edgeworth knows. February 9th, in a temple garden. Cops are still combing the place. Look pretty nervous. Maybe nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. How could I have done that? Wow. Maybe it'd still bother you. Edgeworth? Ugh!
Hey, don't you dare run away.
What do you want, right? What I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it.
Go on, laugh away.
I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. And back to the criminal affairs department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. That's what I found. I was reminded of something terrible. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime. That's why. Because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't be planted here after the murder. But surely, you don't suspect Maya, do you? You have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? So, guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No, thankfully, my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and passed out. That's what had happened. A single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's more than 17 years now, and that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there, but it was such a shock. Never imagined I could be so wrong about myself in my life. I'm sorry, right? Nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake, and not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think. So no more of the self-pity, okay? Homosexual activity! Alright. There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in the court before. So I went back to the criminal affairs department to look for her file? Yes. I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. My worst nightmare. Worst nightmare, I guess. My worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, I can't give that information away to a member of the general public.
What? Why not?
Might be a crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. I knew it was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and House. Another did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Bullshit! Unrelated? Yes, I said that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. You need to fill Edgeworth in. You need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. Okay, no. Apparently, I was just taken by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. However, they still don't know much about our past, so looking into it. Reminds me, Edgeworth went back to the criminal affairs department to look himself up on her. Ask her what he's found. I've already talked about it. Could I present him that might, like, shed a bit more light onto this? Whoa. Yeah, it's banter. Gay people banter, it's fine. It's crossed my mind once or twice that her testimony might be a bunch of lies. So there are a lot of problems with it. The thing is, as far as I can tell, she has no reason to deceive us. I believe she did meet the defendant in a temple and witnessed the murder, too. One in the Husker Temple courtyard. Husker Temple courtyard, please. Another victim we know nothing about. Same as always. People tell me if he knows something about the mystery. Well, at least Duna was no ordinary visitor to the temple. Her true identity could be a useful weapon for the defense. And I can't give away just like that. Alright, that's fine. What if I have everything I need? Let's see. Night of the crime. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. You still claim that to be the truth? Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. So I want you to believe... So I want to believe what you're telling me too, but I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. Talking about Susie Bikini, of course. Susie Bikini. Her testimony in court today was very clear.
That night was open at night.
Yeah. Yep. Susie Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there in your temple on the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. The Acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early, so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple, so I would have left at about 9:40 p.m., I think? I'm sorry, Iris, but lying doesn't suit you. Just doesn't suit you. Huh? Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m. You say it doesn't add up with this. Yeah, rang the lights out bell. You still testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Ah! Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me. Mr. Wright. You even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten? No, that's right. I remember. And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. This time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the inner temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. There were 2 of you. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. Which means, there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris.
But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible.
Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. You're seriously trying to suggest that there's more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there is more than one of me. Oh, shit. Alright. Alright. I needed more convincing evidence. Okay, I need more convincing evidence. I'm gonna talk with Edgeworth again, I guess. Maybe that'll provide some evidence. Ah, right. You know that Iris had a twin sister? What? Twins? You can't be serious. Just Bikini told me, but the problem is, she didn't know the name of this twin. There's nothing about Iris having a sister in the files that I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently, her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think. A jeweler? Right, I just might know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right? Yes, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. My first court case, 6 years ago. I was a greenwood, and due to my experience, the defendant died. Talking about Terry Falls, right? You know about that case? You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dolly was a key witness in that case. Dolly and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a kidnapping 11 years ago. Stole a jewel, $2 million from Dolly's father, Julie. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Her sister? Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. I was the only daughter of Dolly's father's second wife. Oh. That's when she entered my life. A woman who tried to kill me. So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dolly? Check that out. Does it really matter? Like I said, Dolly isn't connected with this case. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dolly Hawthorne is dead. What? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. Ah, that's what you're talking about. What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right, I must confess that I'm reading her foil. I didn't know the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. You know what? Given that look and the fact that she's a wolf in sheep's clothing, yeah, I can see the family resemblance now. It's like she was possessed by a demon or something. So almost 5 years that the guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Executed? So it's a bit of a shock, and for more reasons than one. Do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected in this case. She's dead, and once someone is dead, there's no way to revive them. There's no way to revive the dead. I wonder. You're not aware of the other connection yet, Edgeworth. What's that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with this? She's Morgan Fey. A spirit medium from a branch family of the Korean channeling technique. Did you say Korean channeling technique? Do you know something about it? Oh yes. I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium. Fraudulent? I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. I was stumped. That's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channels. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She had no powers. They were all fraudulent. Edgeworth. Go to the police records room. It's all there. All you do is check the DL6 incident case file, and you'll know. Of course. How could I forget? Edward was the victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Korean channeling technique is real. Do I have her info in my... Yeah, I have her info now. Alright. Alright, let's wrap this up. We'll just take care of this and I'll end the stream, I think. I want to see about fixing the ramped up jumbo gyms. Hopefully it doesn't like skip every 5 minutes, so I'm going to look into that a little bit. But if I don't get it working, don't be surprised there's no like actual NCT4 PS1 games in the jumble. I'll have to fudge with some stuff between now and then.
Take that!
Ugh. You No, I have to say, chat, even though I got stung by bugs yesterday, I still want to go, like, exploring new places. I want to go, like, fucking go on big, dumb, stomping trip. Adventure, big adventure. Okay, 2 different places. 2 of you. Yeah, basically. Instead, I got attacked by a swarm of Beedrill. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well. I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer... Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Thank you. There's no need to explain now, is there? The second you, who is here at the temple on the night of the murder, was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. But you just said it was yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Korean channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. Ah! It's true. That is also true. Any more places to roam and shit? I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last night. Just as I suspected. The Iris that Kini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before? Because my sister always does the right thing. Excuse me? And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again. Betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I have to accept that I may be found guilty. It's the only way. What is she talking about? You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago? That was the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her. How did you betray her, Iris? It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing. What? But I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father. That's awful. And I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money. Huh? It was revenge on our father. Revenge? What do you mean by revenge? He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell. Her mother? You're talking about Morgan Fay. Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place. For power. But his plan backfired, because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Korean. I'll be Mystic Fae, Maya's mother. But before long, credibility of the Korean tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Fae, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident. After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive. He had no reason to stay there. And that's when you came here to Hasakura Temple? Yes. The one my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see. That's grump. Ugh! Fuck this clown! Oh. I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master seats away from her and being rejected by her own family, I've heard she's been very battered spiritually and emotionally. I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together.
I've asked for everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back into the history of the Fake Clan. That's what it looks like. Iris, just one more thing I want you to tell me. What is it? During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him?
Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
Wow. Can I get an oof in chat, please? Can I get an oof in chat, please? Just poor bastard. I see. Thank you for your help. Very well timed with what happened.
Welcome.
Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There's still much to investigate.
Give these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise. Thank you.
I suppose I better continue my investigation. Still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearl's scythe lock. Alright. I'm gonna be a jackass and leave you on a cliffhanger, but we're done for the night. It's been my usual stopping point, and don't worry, we'll be beating this game hopefully by, at the very least, the end of this week. Hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. If you like what you saw, don't forget to stick around from time to time. Follow, sub, pledge, donate, whatever you want to do. Here's my links and all that other shit. I appreciate you all stopping by today, and I'll see you tomorrow for hopefully a upgraded version of the Jumble Gym. Let's see who's live right now before I fuck off. Oh, I see. Hanau's live. We'll go right now. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully with less wasp stingers in my body. Okay, bye.